In the first case, Judge Vonda made it clear that child support follows the child, not excuses. When the father explained the child lived with his mother, Judge Vonda questioned the payments to the ex-wife. The mother claimed she used the money for the child, but Judge Vonda ordered the support redirected to the grandmother.
Judge, this is a case of the Walkers.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Mr. Walker, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Thank you, Your Honor. For the past year, I have been paying child support to my ex-wife, Jennifer. Currently, our daughter is in my mother's custody, and I'm bringing this case...
Wait. Why is your daughter in your mother's custody?
So, she was initially in my custody, but before this year, I was a teacher, and I got promoted to principal. But I'm now working at a school that's on the other side of town. I wanted to make sure that my daughter stayed in the school that she's in because she has been there for the past 4 years, and I wanted to make sure that, well, she's been in that district for the past 4 years, and I wanted to keep her development because I agree with the education plan that they have there. So I took the job because it was more money and it was a better career for me. And
more money, so should you be paying more in child support then? Well, making more money?
All right, guys, this case opens the moment Judge Vonda takes the bench and the courtroom snaps to attention. What looks like a routine child support dispute quickly turns tense as Mr. Walker steps forward with a bold claim. He says he's been paying child support for a full year, but the child isn't even living with the mother. Judge Vonda immediately presses pause and demands clarity, setting the tone that confusion won't survive in her courtroom.
Well, I think that I should be paying my mother the child support. Currently, I'm paying my ex-wife the child support, and I have no idea where those funds are going.
How much do you pay in child support?
$500 a month.
Okay. Continue.
And so she's in my mother's custody right now. My mother is retired. We had an amicable conversation about my daughter living with my mother because she is retired. She worked for the city of Dallas for 28 years.
She worked?
Ma'am, we do not need the extra. My bailiff, Mr. A.K.A. Fuller, he will make sure that you're escorted out of this courtroom if you cannot control yourself. Understood?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. You may continue.
So ultimately, the main goal of this case is that I want to move the child support from my ex-wife and then start paying.
Rightfully so. There's no reason she should still be getting any type of child support payments.
Under Judge Vonda's sharp questioning, the backstory spills out. Mr. Walker explains his promotion, the career move, the money, and the choice to place his daughter with his retired mother for stability. But Judge Vonda cuts through the fluff, zeroing in on the real issue, why the payments are still going to the ex-wife. When Mr. Walker admits he has no idea where the money is going, the tension spikes fast.
Ma'am, Ms. Walker, have you been reallocating these payments that you're receiving from Mr. Walker to his mother?
Yes, Your Honor. I have receipts. I have everything. I've been taking care of my child.
What type of receipts are you talking about?
Receipts for me buying her food, clothes,
Okay,
shoes.
That's called parenting. That's not child support.
Well, I'm using his money for the kid.
But the child does not live with you, correct?
Because of him.
That wasn't my question. The child does not live with you, correct?
Yes, that's correct, Judge.
Okay. Where is it that you are working right now?
Right now, I am an office manager at Walker's Dentistry.
Office manager? Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's what I do, Judge. I'm an office manager right now.
Okay. And how much is it that you make a year?
Maybe about $70,000.
$70,000. Okay.
And I'm also a single mother.
Okay. Well, congratulations. There are a lot of single mothers in this world. So that's not information that we need in terms of calculating child support, okay?
Now Judge Vonda turns her attention to Miss Walker, and the tone hardens. She claims she has receipts, claiming every dollar went toward the child. But Judge Vonda dismantles that argument piece by piece, making it crystal clear that pool receipts and clothing don't equal lawful child support. When Miss Walker confirms the child doesn't live with her, Judge Vonda doesn't let excuses breathe.
How many children do you have?
I have a total of 3. I have 1 with Mr. Walker, and I have 2 with my previous husband.
Okay. All right. Continue. What is your reason for this child living with his mother and you're receiving child support payments? And according to your testimony, you're giving the money to his mother. Is that correct information? Is she giving the money to your mother?
That is incorrect, Your Honor.
Is your mother here today?
She is not. My daughter is actually home sick with the flu. So she's at home with my mother right now.
Okay.
Judge, our daughter Kayla was living with me, and Blaine decided to come get her on the weekends. You know, everything was perfectly fine. She was getting along with the other kids in the house. So when Blaine started to come pick her up, and by the time he dropped her off, she would become so angry. She was fighting the other two kids. So I don't know if he was telling her things, but she would come back very...
Ma'am, that's more information than what I need.
Okay.
The bottom line is this.
As emotions rise, Judge Vonda pulls the case back from spiraling. Side stories, accusations, and finger-pointing are shut down immediately. The judge reduces the chaos to one brutal fact. The child lives with neither parent. That single truth flips the entire case on its head, and Judge Vonda prepares to do what the court does best: calculate, correct, and enforce.
The child does not live with either of you, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
And you're paying child support currently, but to Ms. Walker.
Correct.
And Ms. Walker, you are not paying child support at all.
No,
correct?
ma'am, I'm not.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. You said you make $70,000 a year. Does that include any overtime or anything?
That includes overtime, yes it does.
Okay, so I have your gross at $5,833.33. Now, after taxes are taken out, that comes down to $4,625.06. Who pays health insurance for the child?
Blaine.
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, how much is health insurance?
For the past year, I've been paying $50 a month.
Okay, how often are you paid?
I get paid once a month.
So $25 a month, okay.
Judge Vonda breaks out the numbers, and this is where reality hits hard. Income, taxes, insurance, and obligations are calculated with zero sympathy and full precision. Miss Walker's income is laid bare, and Judge Vonda makes it clear that being a single mother doesn't override legal responsibility. The courtroom goes quiet as the math locks into place.
And then you said you have two other children
And I
one
pay
child.
mortgage and car note.
Ma'am, he has the same expenses. That means nothing to me. Ms. Walker, your child support is going to be set at $707.28. That includes the $682.28 for child support and $25 for health insurance. Mr. Walker, your $500 payments will be reallocated to your mother. And as I stated, Ms. Walker, that $707.28 will go directly to his mother as well, since that is who the child is living with. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, is there anything else from either of you? If nothing further, you all are dismissed. Thank you.
Then Judge Vonda delivers the final blow. Child support is officially reassigned, payments rerouted directly to the grandmother who actually has custody, and new amounts are ordered without hesitation. There's no arguing, no debating, no loopholes left standing. Judge Vonda closes the case cleanly, proving once again that in her courtroom, facts win, excuses lose, and the child's best interest comes first.
Judge Vonda B. Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1017, Allen case. Judge, both parties have been sworn.
Thank you. Thank you. You all may be seated. Okay, Mrs. Allen or Miss Allen?
It's Mrs. still.
Mrs. Okay. You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, my husband and I have been separated for 5 months.
Okay.
And now I have filed for divorce. He has started seeing someone else, and I would like back pay for our son. He is 12 years old.
Okay. Do you want back pay because he's seeing someone else?
Well, because he is supporting somebody else. He's no longer in our home, and I would like to have back pay and start paying child support for our son. But he is living with me.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're not...
Alright guys, the courtroom snaps to attention as Judge Vonda takes the bench, and the tone immediately turns serious. This isn't just another routine hearing. This is a child support battle fueled by separation, resentment, and raw emotion. Mrs. Allen steps forward, firm and focused, bringing her case directly to Judge Vonda without hesitation. 5 months of separation, a divorce filing, and a 12-year-old child now sit at the center of this legal storm.
You want back pay for the child, right? Not necessarily because he's moved on.
Yes.
Okay. Since he left, has he given you any type of support?
Yes.
Okay, how much?
About
600.
600 each month?
Money orders every month, ma'am.
Okay, money orders, okay, good. And it looks like you turned those in to me. Okay. So you want child support and back pay?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you have to say about that?
I don't think I need to give back pay, just like we just had mentioned. I've been giving her $600 every month in money orders, plus I take care of the insurance.
Okay, and how much is the insurance exactly?
Insurance is $109.
Okay, and I like that you came prepared with your notes and stuff. You don't see too many people come to court with their documents, so that's good. So about this significant other, do you believe that
Mrs. Allen lays it out plainly before Judge Vonda. Her husband moved on, and started supporting another woman. She demands child support and back pay, not out of spite, but out of obligation. Judge Vonda cuts through the noise, drilling down to the facts. Support given, money exchanged, proof provided. The courtroom tension tightens as receipts and money orders enter the record.
that's the reason you're being brought to court now?
Yes, completely.
Okay, is there a story behind that? Like, did they have an argument, a disagreement?
Well, they don't like each other.
I mean, obviously.
Well, thing is that she's a yoga instructor.
Okay.
And she works, she does her yoga. And the woman I'm seeing now actually is a former student of hers.
Oh, so you know her.
Knew her.
You knew her?
Yes.
Were you guys friends?
She was acquaintance. I'd help her, took her under my wing. She's younger. She's 20 years younger than me. And
You're mad about that?
I'm not happy about it. I mean, wouldn't you be? I mean, what do you expect, you know?
Well, me personally, you know, this has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, this caught me off guard. I do focus myself a lot at work. He's upset, so I'm hardly.
Then comes the twist. The husband doesn't deny support. He claims consistency, $600 every month, plus health insurance, documented and ready. Judge Vonda acknowledges the preparation, noting how rare it is to see someone actually come ready for court. But when the conversation shifts to the new relationship, 20 years younger, once connected through the wife, the emotional temperature spikes.
Focusing on him, so I guess that's why he decided to find somebody else.
She's focused on her work and not on me and her son. That's the reason why we're having issues now.
Okay. And that's the reason, obviously, why you guys are split and you're with someone else?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Based on your financial documents that you provided, it looks like you own an accounting firm. You make about $85,000 a year?
Correct.
Okay. And health insurance, you said, who covers that?
I do.
How much is that?
$109 a month.
Okay. So what we are going to do is calculate your child support, and the way that it works is whatever the calculation comes out to, if there is a difference, then the back pay would be, what you've already paid would be a credit towards that. So you wouldn't necessarily get the full amount of what the back pay should be, and you shouldn't expect it because
Both sides start pointing fingers. He claims neglect and distance. She claims betrayal and abandonment. Judge Vonda refuses to let the courtroom spiral into personal attacks, snapping the focus back to finances. Income statements reveal the real picture. An accounting firm owner pulling in $85,000 a year. At that moment, emotion takes a back seat to cold, calculated math.
he has proof that he's giving you money and you actually agreed that he's been giving you money. So based on your $85,000 a year, I have your gross at $6,974. Net comes out to $5,493.29. And I gave you credit for your medical, the 109 that you carry for the child, and that's for the child only, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I gave you credit for that. So that brings your child support obligation, well, not the full amount, but it's $1,098.60, okay? $1,098.60. And when you multiply that by 5 months, back pay comes out to $5,493. giving you credit for what you've paid. You said $600?
Yes.
Okay, so $600.
Judge Vonda begins breaking down the numbers with surgical precision. Net income, medical credits, statutory formulas, every dollar is accounted for. The calculated child support lands hard, $1,098.60 per month. Multiply that by 5 months, subtract credits already paid, and suddenly the husband is staring at a $2,493 back pay balance he didn't expect.
Times 5 for the past 5 months will be $3,000. That's what you get a credit for. So when you apply the credit to the $5,493, it comes out to $2,493 that's remaining for back pay. So the way that we kind of make sure you pay that over time, you want to cover the interest on the amount each month.
Okay.
So you can do about $149 would be interest if you do like 6% interest every month, which is what the state is entitled to. So about $150 a month would cover the interest, and you would add that to the monthly child support obligation. So that would make your your full monthly child support obligation of $1,248.
Okay. But
And once that $2,493 is paid in full, the amount will go back down to the $1,098.60.
But why do I need to pay? Judge Vonda doesn't stop there. Interest gets added, state rules enforced, and a payment structure locked in. The final number hits like a hammer, $1,248 per month until the back pay is cleared. The husband protests, insisting $600 was enough, but Judge Vonda shuts it down fast. Intent doesn't override obligation, and partial effort doesn't erase responsibility.
I mean, I've been giving her money. I think the $600 was sufficient.
Well, technically, it is good that you did give her money, but your child support obligation based on what you make comes out to about $400 more than that. So you were short. Had you been giving her $1,000 a month, it would have probably covered it minus maybe $100 or something like that. But yeah, that's the reason why you have back pay owed. But you did get a credit for the $600 that you did give her for the past 5 months. Okay. Do you all have any other questions? Anything else we need to discuss here today? Okay. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed. You're welcome.
With no room left for debate, Judge Vonda delivers the final word. Credits were given, fairness was applied, and the law was followed to the letter. This wasn't about jealousy or new relationships. It was about a child and the cost of raising him. The gavel falls, the parties are dismissed, and one thing is crystal clear. In Judge Vonda's courtroom, excuses don't pay child support, numbers do.
All rise. Judge Vonda B. Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1008, Bishop versus Sanchez.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Bishop,
Yes.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, my girlfriend, Linda, she hasn't been supporting the child like I feel like she should be doing.
What do you mean she hasn't been supporting the child? You
Well,
talking about emotional support? You talking about financial support? What type of support are you talking about?
Financial support, actually being there, visiting. It's very rare that she comes around.
Okay. And what
And
is
when-
it that you're asking me to do about that?
Alright guys, this case kicks off the moment Judge Vonda steps into the courtroom and the tension is immediate. Judge Vonda calls the case Bishop versus Sanchez, setting the stage for a child support battle that's about to spiral fast. From the very first exchange, it's clear this isn't a routine hearing. There's frustration, accusation, and a father who believes he's been left holding everything alone under Judge Vonda's watchful eye.
Well, I would like to have some kind of financial support from her end, and if we could set up some sort of visitation that she actually is in the child's life.
Okay, how old is the child?
2 years old.
2 years old.
2 years old.
You don't visit with the baby?
No, I mean,
No?
I have a night job, and so I sleep during the day, so it's really hard to get up and see the child.
So, because you have a night job, you cannot spend time with your baby? That's what you're saying today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're okay with that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you not want to be a mom?
No, Your Honor. I did not want the child. Philip convinced me to have him. I thought it would be okay, but it ended up being a boy, not a girl.
So let me get this straight. You do not want the child because it's a boy and not a girl?
Correct.
Judge Vonda listens as Mr. Bishop lays it out bluntly. The child's mother isn't showing up financially or emotionally. According to him, visits are rare, support is non-existent, and the responsibility is completely one-sided. Judge Vonda presses for clarity, separating excuses from facts, and the courtroom grows quiet as the real issue surfaces. This isn't about misunderstandings, it's about abandonment and accountability.
That is like the most ridiculous thing anybody has ever said in my courtroom. Because of the gender? So do you not think you need to be paying child support to him?
No, he makes more money than I do.
But he has the full responsibility of parenting the child. You're not doing anything. You don't even want the baby.
Yeah, if he wanted the baby, he should take care of it then.
You made that up. Okay, let's go ahead and move forward because, okay, how much money do you make?
$4,000 a month.
$4,000. What do you do for a living?
I'm an entertainer.
What does that mean?
I'm an exotic dancer.
Oh, okay. So $4,000. Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that exotic dancers cannot be in their children's lives?
Then the case takes a sharp turn when Judge Vonda hears the mother's explanation. She openly admits she doesn't want to be involved, blaming her night job and even the child's gender. Judge Vonda doesn't sugarcoat it, calling out the logic as reckless and absurd. In that moment, Judge Vonda makes it clear that personal disappointment doesn't cancel parental duties.
Oh no, you said you don't want to be in the child's life.
Yes.
You just want him to pay you child support and you want him to assume the full responsibility of taking care of the child too because he wanted the child.
Well, I didn't want child support from him. He can just have...
But you don't want him to pay. I mean, you don't want to pay him.
Correct.
No, that's not how this works. He is not going to be the one that takes care of the child 100% of the time and then you just get to go dance or whatever it is that you do. I'm not exactly sure what you do at your overnight job. That's just not how it works. So let me tell you what we're going to do. You're going to start paying him child support a month. Now, in terms of visitation, if she doesn't want to visit with the child, there's nothing I can do to make her do that. However,
as finances enter the picture, Judge Vonda digs deeper, demanding numbers and employment details. The mother admits to earning around $4,000 a month as an entertainer, yet still argues she shouldn't pay. Judge Vonda shuts that down immediately, stating loud and clear that income comes with responsibility. Under Judge Vonda's ruling, walking away is not an option.
She will start paying some sort of child support today, okay?
Okay.
And you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you have a problem with that?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, just making sure. So, at $4,000 a month, I have your net calculated at $3,266.81, which brings your child support amount to, you only have one child?
Correct.
Okay, $653.36. And you cover health insurance?
Yes.
How much is it?
$344 a month.
300, and that's for the child only. That doesn't include you, right?
Correct.
Okay. So that amount is going to be added to that. So $653.36 plus the $344 that he pays in health insurance will be $997.36 a month.
Judge Vonda delivers the decision with precision and force. Child support is ordered, visitation is addressed, and the court makes it clear that unwillingness does not equal exemption. Judge Vonda calculates the support amount step by step, ensuring there's no confusion or escape. The ruling lands heavy, and the reality of monthly payments finally sinks in.
Okay.
All right, that should be enough for you to cover anything that you need to get for the child. And just so you know, this child is going to grow up, obviously. He's 2 years old now. He can come back later as, you know, his life changes. He starts going to school. He might want to put him in private school or, you know, anything like that. Any type of extracurricular activities. He comes back in here. You've made more money. You already know what's going to happen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What's going to happen?
I'll have to pay more.
Oh, okay. Long as you understand that. All right. Is there anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Okay.
As the hearing wraps up, Judge Vonda issues a final warning about the future. Child support isn't static. It grows as the child grows, and life changes bring higher costs. Judge Vonda makes it unmistakable. Earn more, pay more, period. With that, the case is dismissed, leaving behind a hard lesson. Parenthood isn't optional, and Judge Vonda doesn't tolerate excuses.